You're listening to NPC Matchmaker, a Dog Days of Podcasting project, presented by Resonant Moon Audio. For more information about the Dog Days of Podcasting, or to find the master feed, go to dogdaysofpodcasting.com. For more information about Resonant Moon, go to resonantmoon.com. And now, on with the show.
Hello, hello, I have news. Are you two sitting down? Okay, sit down. Let me get my chair. Okay, so I have an invitation. And this invitation is for the Neon City Pride events. So that's taking place this weekend. So I'm going to go. Yeah, that means that you can have the weekend off too. So you can do whatever it is that you want to do, wherever your heart leads you. So my thought is, because we still have to upload these profiles to the system, I asked around Neon City to the Coven and was like, hey, would any of you be interested in being part of the NPC Matchmaker system? They said, of course. A couple of them are kind of bored and they'd like a change of pace. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So do you all have things that you need to be doing? Excellent. Well, I'm going to go ahead and enter this here. So let's see. Who's first on my list? Aurora. So Aurora Flux. So she is a Hologoddess. Holo. Yeah. Goddess. And she's very much a leader. Her body is very shimmery and prismatic, very similar to the temple that she is often found in. Let's see, her hobbies, rooftop gardens. Oh, and I heard she's actually sharing some of her plans with the city so that they can bring some more greenery in. Maybe a little rewilding would be interesting for Neon City. Anyway, let's see, her connections. Well, she's kind of indecisive when it comes to relationships. Being in a position of power, that's kind of hard to let your guard down for somebody. All right. And other items. You know, I have a sneaking suspicion that she has a child, but she doesn't know who that child is. I think I remember she said that she gave one up for adoption a long time ago. Ooh, that would be interesting. And let's see here. Anything else? She kind of floats. I don't think I've ever seen her put her feet on the ground in the time that I've known her. Interesting. I wonder how she maintains that. But, yeah, I think that's good for Aurora. So we'll put her in here. And let's check in with the Fourth Wall app before I keep going. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. I am so sorry this is coming out so late. It's 10:41 when I'm recording this right now. So I am going to be away for the weekend for a Pride event. Not necessarily in Neon City, but I'm still very excited about it. Don't worry, I am going to be hydrating. I'm going to have sunscreen. I'm going to have friends with me. We're going to have a great time. So for this week, because I didn't really have a spark for the characters that my spreadsheet has generated, I felt like I could go back to some of my old campaigns and bring out some of those NPCs, which I'm very familiar with. So the next few for this week are going to be from my Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign. These are all characters that I developed for this campaign, which I think I called, was it the Winter Pact? It was something very clever that I'm not thinking of right now because of how late it is. So you're going to hear about Aurora, we just heard about. We're going to hear about Ember Ward, who is a really cool dude. I think I'm also going to bring in my favorite digital idol, Noelle Starlight. So you have that to look forward to. I do want to address Paul Mackey and your trivia questions. I think I've gotten 2 right. out of all of them. Like, I don't know where you're pulling your trivia from. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. But it's very interesting. I felt vindicated when I got the Kush Ball eventually. And then what was the other one that I got? Oh, the Cosmic Candy. I got that one. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend going to check out the Dog Days of Podcasting feed, which I mentioned in the intro. But I think that's about it for me. So let's head on out to the outro. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for listening to NPC Matchmaker, a podcast project for the Dog Days of Podcasting. This episode was written, recorded, and produced by Nix Spencer of Resonant Moon Audio. Check out the links in the show notes for character cards, the Dog Days of Podcasting mega feed, and the form to submit your own NPC to be matched. See you next time, gamers.